Hello? 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 Okay, so for whatever reason, the AverMedia capture device that I have will apparently not capture my mic and in other inputted things, so I can't talk on a stream. I'll probably have to go ask Soda how to troubleshoot this. Okay, so my plan for tonight was to stream the Dragon Quest demo, the one for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. And the thing is, every version of this apparently has some kind of problem. When it comes to streaming specifically. Because, well, for me anyway, my AverMedia just doesn't want to use my microphone and the freaking AverMedia device input at the same time. And the thing is, with the Steam version of the demo, which is what I was originally going to play today, it will not let you use the mouse for anything while you're playing the game. Which means I couldn't have started the game and then hit start stream. I guess this is where having a starting soon screen really comes in handy. There we go. You see, my plan was to actually start the stream at 6 and get like an early start. But apparently that didn't fucking work. Yeah, I did already start a playthrough of this on file number 3 here. Because this is actually really cool because, like... Look, a modern game that gives you 15 save slots. Normally we're lucky if we get 2. And we get to name our character, and there's not really a default name for characters in the Dragon Quest games. But he's a funky guy, a funky little guy. Oh boy, words hard. You know, honestly though, I'm glad this has its own little built-in like keyboard like classic games do, instead of just like making you type it in. Actually, I wonder if I try to type it in. No, it actually won't let me use my actual keyboard. I have to use the on-screen one. REY. Ye shall be Monterey. You know, like Monterey Jack cheese. So just some system settings. The hotties love system settings. We don't have English voices. And we'll go for the standard happy medium difficulty here. There's easygoing, which basically, like, you do a whole lot more, monsters won't jump at you on the field, all kinds of stuff like that. Most of the difficulty stuff's for battles. So you can get like a super easy walkthrough if you're not used to like RPGs and stuff. Or if you want to get your face completely pounded into the dirt, they have the tough going. And it also has an interesting thing where you can set your settings like freely. So let's say you want the normal damage and you want to earn the regular EXP and stuff, but let's say, for example, you get a little stressed out if monsters jump you on the field, so you can just turn that off. Or you want all the things normal difficulty, but you don't have to worry about managing health and stuff. You could do that. Or let's say here, you want a normal difficulty, but you want to go ahead and, not have to grind as much maybe. But for me personally, I'll just be going with the standard happy medium difficulty. For the brightness, I'm going to turn it up a few little notches like I did on my starting one. Here we go. Adventure log successfully created. And yeah, if you do decide to download this demo, it'll actually carry over your save data to the full version of the game.
We all set? Aye, aye! Right, that's enough for one day. Time for me to head back to the castle. Now then, how do we get out of here? Of course, here we are. You push that side, all right? And remember, not a word about this place to anyone. Even my father doesn't know about it. There's more to the world than this island, and we're going to prove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3!
So that's how it's going to be, is it? You're still not going to tell me what you're up to? Huh?
No.
So you're not going to tell me? Well, I don't care anyway, because I'm not going to waste my breath asking you again. But you haven't heard the last of this.
Hi, Rain. How are you doing today on this lovely Sunday evening? I'm a little glad you showed up late because you missed like 30 minutes of me troubleshooting not getting shit to work. But we're playing the demo for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. This is the Steam version. It's also on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Switch 1, and Switch 2.
I'm going to find out what you're plotting, and I'm going to tell everyone. So there. I almost forgot. Tomorrow's the day of the pilchard harvest. I better be getting off to bed. And so had you. It only comes round once a year, you know. See you later, Mr. Mysterious.
Health has been largely kicking my ass this weekend. I did manage to go out on a smidge of game hunting. Awesome! Did you find anything cool? There. Basic controls. The hotties love basic controls. Use the left stick to walk around, hold down the right trigger while moving, and you'll dash at top speed. It's A to interact with people you want to talk to, or things you want to investigate. Press Y to open the menu. If there's anything in the game you don't understand, you can go to the Info tab and look at the Traveler's Tips for handy explanations. The Breath of Fire and Sonic Rush, hell yeah! Was it the first Breath of Fire for Super Nintendo, or was it the GBA version? Still, those are awesome, like, great games, and those are some pretty darn good prices, too. GBA version, nice, nice. I mean, the GBA version's pretty much one-to-one the Super Nintendo version with a few minor little tweaks, mostly for, like, the screen size and stuff, and I think the colors are brighter. But yeah, this actually lets you switch the confirm buttons, and yes, on the PlayStation version of the demo, you can actually move the confirm button over to circle. Dash controls, I'm going to switch it to toggle, because hold down, you have to, like, hold down the right trigger whenever you want to run fast. If you put it on toggle, it's like Legend ZA, where if you just hit the button, you run. You can actually rebind all the controls. There's not this in-depth of a control rebinding on the console versions, though, because I played this on Switch, PS5, and Steam. So Pokemon Blue, Gold, and Crystal, and Heart Gold. All the versions you already own, they're probably all over $200 also. Battle speed, screen settings, audio settings. I love settings. Look at color spelled with a U like it's all British and stuff. Yeah, you can actually modify the difficulty levels anytime you want to. You're looking for both versions of Silver for a good bit. It feels like the universe is taunting you. Display options. Ooh. Yeah, the thing is, like, my computer's kind of mid, and I can run most of the options at high quality, and it still, like, gives me 60 FPS. Of course, the thing is, with this game, you're probably already familiar with it. Gold is actually only 100, Chris. That's still way too much. I'm sorry, but, well, honestly, no game should be over $100, unless it's like a big, sexy special edition with a statue and an art book and some shit. But definitely no game that sold over 5 million copies or over 10 million copies should definitely not cost $100. Pokemon games are not rare. I remember Blue was under 100, but I don't remember what Heart Gold was. I mean, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the price for those is going to be, like, determined if they have the Pokewalker or not, because you're probably looking at 100 for just a raw cartridge. But if you get it in the box with a Pokewalker, that's going to cost you more than a Switch, too. But yeah, the cool thing with this game is all of the backgrounds and stuff are actually, like, handmade and all that, and the characters, they made, like, full life-size figures based on Akira Toriyama's original art for the original PlayStation 1 version of the game. And then they basically scanned those figures to be 3D models, like reverse 3D printing almost. Yeah, the older Pokemon games so egregiously expensive. It is ridiculous. Plus, someone at a garage sale selling Emerald with a box manual. That's so dumb. See, a cool thing with Dragon Quest is all barrels must die. Medical herb. Or medicinal herb, I'm sorry. It's a very heavy stone. It would take more than one young man to move it. But yeah, you can name your character whatever you want at the beginning. There's not really a default name. So I decided to name him Monterey. You know, like Monterey Jack. Gonna walk around our tiny little fishing village and kitty cat. Ah, the Link OCD of smashing all pots in sight. No survivors. What are you doing at this hour, child? You haven't forgotten where your house is, have you? It's over to the west of the village. Now off you go. Your poor mother must be worried about you.
Ah,
Oh, hello, young Monterey. You're back again to ask what lies beyond the ocean, I suppose.
Yes.
Well, it's only natural for a young man to be curious. I was the same when I was your age. I wonder what else could be out there. It's pretty much all I thought about, in fact. So one day I decided I'd go and see for myself, and off I paddled in a little boat. And you know what I found? Nothing at all. I rowed and rowed until I was blue in the face, just ocean and more ocean. No, this really is the only island in the whole world. Just this village and the castle. That's your lot. I can be a little lonely sometimes, but the way things are, is that enough to put an end to your dreaming?
No.
Hell, you'll find the truth out for yourself soon enough. Don't say I didn't warn you. Right, shouldn't you be heading home to bed? Tomorrow's the day of the pilchard harvest, after all. Our prize fishing boat heads off at the crack of dawn. You're not going to want to miss that.
I did want to stream this weekend, but seeing how I'm still recovering from my outing yesterday, I just ended up putting it off. Yeah, I actually wanted to stream yesterday, but I was feeling so bad. And, like, I ended up feeling super sick this morning, and I ended up, like, staying home from work. Because I slept till, like, 1 in the afternoon. Cypress stick. Oh, random thing, but I love this game's menu. Like, look, it's so clean and snappy. Like, even the Switch version of this game runs really well and looks sharp. So I played it on Switch 1. Monsters list, item list, top list, tips, other achievements. Strange file. Eesh! I used to do it. Feel like absolute shit whenever I call off work. Then I sleep and then feeling typically goes away. You can pet the kitties! Making this game already a 10 out of 10 even though it's not officially released yet. Because I think the game comes out in February, but they have a demo you can play right now. Locked from the inside. You can pet the criminal. Ooh. I had 2 gold coins. Can I slap the ding dong? No. Wandering around outside the village at night probably isn't too sensible. No, but a really cool thing about this game, even though you can't really see it, you can actually use the L1 and R1 buttons to rotate the camera, just like the PlayStation 1 version. I mean, you can use the right analog stick too, but come on, when's the last time a game let you rotate the camera with L1 and R1? Guys, at some point you have to get an emote for the criminal, right? Yeah. It's Monterey's father, Pollock. He's fast asleep.
Rotational camera!
It's Monterey's mother, Pearl. Monterey, is that you? It's time for bed, young man. Up that ladder with you. You need to be up bright and early tomorrow. Oh boy, both my parents have terrible air blockage when they sleep. What luck! Monterey finds a set of Wayfarer's clothes. Oh yeah. Fuck barrels and pots, even the ones in my own room. I don't know what it is, but this house seems like it'd be really cold all the time. Maybe it's just like the colors of the floors and stuff.
Wakey, wakey, young man.
Also, you can hear me
Stay
okay,
in bed
right?
all morning.
Still need to order new batteries for the Johto games. Yeah, that's the thing, is you only get like 8 or 10 years. Because most Game Boy and other games will last
The most important
like
day of the year in Pilchard Bay.
a good 20 or 30
Pilchard
years.
Harvest.
Okay. Oh, I'll lean a little closer to the mic. But yeah, most Game Boy games, Super NES games, even NES games can last 20, 30, up to 50 years. Which is really crazy to think about, but NES games are actually not that far away from being 50. But generally with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, well, not Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I'm sorry, but Gold, Silver, and Crystal, since they actually have a tiny oscillator crystal that the battery has to power literally 24/7 because of the internal clock and everything, usually the batteries die out in like 8 to 10 years, sometimes as little as 5 years, depending on the power of the battery.
Your father is already headed over to meet Mayor May by the jetty. Now get up and get yourself ready. Come on, chop chop. All set? It wouldn't do for a fisherman's son to sleep in, you know. Head down to the jetty this instant. Your father needs your help. Oh, before you go... Take this to your father, will you? You know how he likes his pilchards.
Monterey takes the Pilchard sandwich. I do like how an explanation for a lot of technology can be summed as we tricked rocks into thinking.
Well, off you go now. Take that sandwich down to the ship and make sure he gets it.
Ah, dang, the barrels don't regenerate. Speaking of things that can't be tricked into thinking... I cannot be trusted with sandwiches, so it's a good thing you're delivering it. Me! Well, I was actually talking about the criminal who just suddenly appeared underneath my table.
I'm not normally even up by this time, you know, but this morning I walked away all the way from Easton. Well, the spot of exercise every now and then never hurt anyone.
You're a local lad, aren't you? Don't you want to be a fisherman when you grow up, am I right? No! What? Why ever not? Fuck barrels. The chest is locked tight. Someday I'll have an amazing chest. Don't headbutt the microphone. Wonder how long they'll be out at sea this year. I pray that my dear hubby and his shipmates make it back in one piece. Make it back in what?
Yo.
You know, Monterey, your father and the other fishermen are real heroes. I say this every year, but I wish I'd married a fisherman when I had the chance.
Oh, to sail the seas on a mighty ship, like Captain Pollock and his crew. Word is they're going to venture further north than usual this year.
Yay, hooray, it's the day of the Pilchard harvest. That means it's festival time, too. We learned about this at school. Mayor Mady's great granddad started it. That's why it's so great.
Huh? Achoo! This is no good. A sailor should be saying, ahoy, not achoo. Came all the way from bloomin' Easton to train to be a fisherman, but instead of catching fish, I went and caught this bloomin' cold. I'm a disgrace to sailors everywhere.
I don't want to give him a sandwich yet. I want to destroy my pottery. Hello, young Monterey. Off to help your father, I'm alright. My own son's gonna be taking the helm this year. I couldn't be prouder. We owe your father a lot, you know. Pollock's the greatest fisherman this village has ever seen.
I can't wait to see what weird and wonderful fish they bring back this year. My tummy's rumbling already.
Because even in the houses, it's not a fixed camera. You can rotate it. For example, no barrel gets unsmashed. Ooh, 7 gold. Let's go. Chest is locked tight. Link and Dragon Quest protagonists doing the handshake, meaning middle is destroying pottery. Ooh, wait, I missed 2 barrels. Welcome to Pilchard Bay, our very own seaside paradise. Oh, sorry, Monterey, I didn't recognize you there. Where are you going? Today's the day of the Pilchard harvest, you know? Everyone's probably gathered on Mayor Maid's boat already. We should get to move on. Okay, I guess I have fully rent all pottery available in the town, so...
I respect your opinion, Pollock, but I don't see why we can't just head to the usual fishing spot.
When the ocean tells me something, I have to listen. I've been studying the currents and tides, and we need to cast our nets elsewhere this year. A fisherman's job is to follow the fish. Where they go, we go. End of story.
You're not wrong, but the thing is... Oh, look who's here. You've come to give your father a hand, I take it? Hmm?
You took your time, my lad. Now, are you ready to actually do some work for a change? Oh, the first things first. Please tell me you brought me one of your mother's sandwiches. Oh, I'm famished.
Monterey hands the pilchard sandwich to his father.
Oh, that's the stuff. There's nothing like pilchards in the morning. I can't set sail without one of these in my belly. Oh, stop staring at me like that, lad. You put me off my pilchards. You want to swab the decks or something?
I don't think I ever went to the mayor's house. Baby Katie. Say, it's Monterey. Very good morning to you, young man. You'll be ably assisting your father today, no doubt. Well, bravo. I wish my own dear daughter were as helpful as you, but oh no, she rushed off before breakfast and haven't seen hide nor hair of her since. Honestly, my Maribel will be the death of me. Where in heaven can she be? I was made to be a maid. I get paid to be a maid. Oh, I pray my looks will never fade. Oh, what are you doing there, Monterey? If you're looking for Maribel, I'm afraid you're out of luck. Dang. Anything here? Nope, nope. Honestly, the Dragon Quest series is kind of where Pokemon gets its, like, penchant of just being able to mash A on any random place and, like, find stuff. Because a lot of things considered, like, universal or stereotypical RPG tropes started with Dragon Quest. Which is interesting because Dragon Quest was mostly made because Yuji Horii wanted to bring Ultima to the Famicom. But he wanted to be able to simplify the menus and input so you wouldn't need, like, a keyboard and stuff. Monterey gazes into the mirror and comes to the conclusion that his left side is his best side. He gazes into the mirror. He seems to have grown a little tougher looking recently. Okay, I think I've successfully smashed all the mayor's pots and barrels. Ooh, 50 bucks. Ooh, my own set of rags.
Let me ask you something, young Audrey. Do you have any idea what I'm going through?
No.
Of course you don't. I mean, how could you? Here I am, newly married and leaving me beautiful bride behind. No one can ever understand me heartache and pain.
I hear we're heading further north than ever before. Can't wait to see what kind of prize specimens we can net out there.
From Pilchard Bay to Eastern Castle, everyone's heard of the mighty Pollock. Should be proud to have such a famous fisherman for a father, Monterey. Plus, his brother's just as famous, or should I say, infamous.
But he can shoot lightning from his hands?
Ah, listen to me, don't speak ill of others. Forget I said anything, lad.
Oh,
These younger sailors may be stronger and more enthusiastic than us old hands, but there's no substitute for experience. All sorts can happen at sea. You have to keep your wits about you. One wrong move and you're in the drink.
All pots must die.
Take a look at you, Monterey. You're short, you're scrawny, you don't look like you've done a day's work in your life. Don't make much of a sailor, but if you work on your culinary skills, you could follow in my footsteps one day. The important thing is hard graft. Find what you're good at, keep practicing till you're perfect.
I mean, that's actually good advice in real life, too. Herb. Get lost, will you? You're gonna blow my cover.
yes?
Hey, who's over here?
This is a no-pot zone. The pottery, not the drug. You don't care about the drug that much.
Isn't young Maribel? Looks like I caught me a stowaway.
Why is it such a big deal anyway? Why can't you just let me come fishing with you? Go on, forget you saw me, please. Did I mention how tasty your stew is? Really, you have to tell me the recipe someday.
Flattery will get you nowhere, young lady, and it certainly won't get you passage on this ship. Now get out of here before I tell your father what you've been up to. As for you, young man, I've got a pile of potatoes that need peeling.
This is all your fault. I hate you. Plus, it's not fair. One day you'll get to jump on a boat and leave this stupid island behind. At least for a little while. I know all the grown-ups say there's nothing out there except more ocean, but they're lying to us. I know it. I'll get you back for this. I'll tell everybody where you and Prince Kiefer have been sneaking off to. I mean it.
No.
Well, my lad, it's almost time for us to set sail. I know you can't wait to taste adventure on the high seas, but you're still no more than a codling. You'd be more of a burden than a help. Don't be sore now. Keep up the good work and you'll get there in the end. I know you'll make a fine fisherman one day. You're my flesh and blood after all. In the meantime, you got an important job to keep you busy. Looking after your mother. Keep your old girl safe while I'm away. You hear?
Now,
Weigh anchor! Hoist the mainsail!
Ah, sweet, Dad's gone. Just gotta send Mom shopping and I can have the whole house to myself. Ah, you there?
Thanks.
Been looking everywhere for you. The king requests an audience. A rather urgent one, it would seem. You know the way to Eastern Castle, of course. Simply follow the pass northwest from Pilchard Bay. The cooperation in this matter would be greatly appreciated.
So you got summoned to the castle again, lucky old you. Well, guess what? I'm coming too. That alright with you?
Sure.
Alright then, let's get moving, shall we? You can talk to your traveling companions by pressing B. They'll happily chat with you about all sorts of things, funny little thoughts they've had, helping you puzzle the next step to adventure. A notification will appear in the top right corner of the screen when a companion's itching to strike up a conversation. Be sure to check in with them often. They might have a nice bit of know-how to relay.
Hey!
She don't need to remind you, but to get eastward from Pilchard Bay, you just need to follow the path to the north. I don't think of making any detours along the way. I don't want to waste any of my valuable time sightseeing. My dad's a fisherman. He promised to bring back loads and loads of fish. I can't wait.
Hold on.
Ahem. Monterey, haven't you been summoned to the castle? Why are you wasting time talking to small children? Gotta pet the kitty. This is a snuggle check. If you have your cat or dog or other pet nearby, go bother them. Go annoy them, go give them pettings. See, this cat isn't even my cat. She's just in the house on my lap. Well, fuck you then. I'm gonna waste as much time talking to everyone we can come across and petting every cat. Exactly.
Monterey, it's you. Well, it seems our prize ship has set sail safely. I imagine you wanted to be on board, didn't you? Well, all in good time. You have a way to go yet. Said you're 16 years old already. You spend your whole life messing around with Prince Kiefer. Well, you'll end up like your uncle. Anyway, that's enough from me. And I trust assist you, faithful disciple.
Yeah, with Dragon Quest games, you generally come to the church to save. Probably noticed there are Divination, which you can use to tell you your current EXP needed to level up for each party member, and Purification to cure poison. You only have both cats on your bed, so they each have old jackets to lay on. But yeah, unlike in Final Fantasy and a lot of other RPGs, taking a nap in an inn won't just fix every single problem. So you actually have to get, like, the church and pay them with, like, a donation to cure stuff like poison. Oh, she hit the freaking analog stick with her butt. Well, I was trying to... I guess we're saving on slot 2 also. appreciate that a bit more, even if gameplay-wise it's a bit more tedious. Yeah, Earthbound kind of does something like that as well, with like the hospitals. It also kind of makes like status effects and stuff mean a little bit more if you can't go just sleep them off or go to the Pokemon Center or whatever. Where's my objective? Getting lost? If you get lost or forget where you're going, don't worry. Just look at the orange exclamation point symbol on your map. Any person or place marked with this icon is worth interacting with. You'll also find a mini-map on the bottom left corner of the screen, which will be sure to come in handy with your travels. If you want to look at the big picture, press X to open the map screen. On the map screen, you can look at the top right corner to see a reminder of your current objective. Map screen, press X to open the map and look at your current location. You can also check up on your current objective and use zoom to quickly get about. The local map will show you current surroundings, displaying useful information such as the locations of treasure chests and facilities for you to use. The regional map will show you the lay of the land for the island or continent you're on. The world map, as you might expect, will get you a look at the whole world. You can cast zoom by selecting a highlight point on the map or choosing a location from the list on the left side of the screen. Dang, world tiny. Region map and world map. Oh boy. It's a lot to see. We got ocean, we got seawater, we got brine. Ooh, free rags. A Chimera wing. Oh my gosh, kitten, ow, please stop. What are you doing? Such an expansive world, specifically if you're a fish. Okay, I'll be back in just one moment. It is borderline impossible to stream with this creature. Also, I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be back in just a sec. Note to self, learn instant transmission can teleport to you and interact with the criminal. She will probably just like, I don't know, she's like, it's hard to explain. But when she gets going, she just like gets in this like spin where she just keeps getting distracted by whether she wants to like make biscuits or sit in place or clean herself or paw you in the face. Hold on a minute, Monterey. I'm as fond as Rainbow Cove as the next girl. This is hardly time to go sightseeing. And to Easted, remember, northwest of Pilchard Bay? Take a dip in the cove some other time. No, you're not exactly Mr. Chatty, but I refuse to trudge all the way to Easted in deathly silence. I won't even ask you to make conversation. Just let you know when I've got something to say and choose whether or not to listen. Make sense? Good, we're on the same page. I said my piece for now, let's get moving. She has ADHD, like most cats.
Oh.
What a slog that was. Well, we're here in Easted. Right off. See you. What's that? Will we be heading back together? Well, we'll worry about that later. I got places to be. See you around.
Don't like to gossip, but it seems Prince Keith has been getting mixed up in some pretty dicey stuff recently. Still, it's not his fault if you ask me. He must have fallen in with a bad crowd, probably a ruffian from Pilchard Bay or some such.
Hi, Kea. Hi, Rain. Hi, Maddie. How are you doing on this lovely Sunday evening? We're playing the demo of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Breaking every pot we can find. And barrel.
Oh.
Are you Pollock's son, aren't you? Come visit Pilchard Bay, I suppose? Father's a fine figure of a man, I must say. I only wish I could say the same thing about your Uncle Pike. Still, it's hardly your fault you're related to him, is it? Sorry if I spoke out of turn. This place would be perfect if it weren't for two things. First is Pike, that ne'er-do-well who lives northeast of town. The other is Prince Kiefer. I dread to think what will become of the two of them. You take a terrible tumble if you're not careful. You end up in a crumpled heap at the bottom of the well. I'm not going to be the one to fish you out. Ooh, 1 gold coin. Living large. Big money, big dollars. Though in the Dragon Quest games, generally, they work with a lot smaller numbers than like most other RPGs. Not like Paper Mario small, but... Oh, I mean old Pike stole my sweeties.
Couldn't help noticing a pretty girl disappearing into the shop over there. I'd heard the boy had a sweetheart. Maybe that was the fair maiden in question.
Another lovely, sunny, trouble-free day in Easted.
Oh.
Hey, warm welcome to Easted. I couldn't help noticing your girlfriend running off and leaving you just now, where there's plenty more fish in the sea and all that.
Oh.
Oh, hey, you're Pike's nephew, aren't you? Right, then I suppose I better tell you, he's got into a massive bonny with his landlord. I mean, I know you're always squabbling, but this feels different.
Oh, hello, Monterey. You caught me at a bit of a bad time, I'm afraid. It's your uncle. He's been up to his old tricks again, and I'm at my wit's end. Listen, I know I made some bad decisions in my time, but I ain't no liar. This lady finds the real deal, I swear. called the Sizzling Stone. It's worth enough to even cover all them bills I keep forgetting to pay and then some. Come on, you gotta believe me.
Accidentally fell asleep around 3 and just woke up now, so I'm very, very tired. That's how I'm doing.
Never mind, it's supposed worth. You don't even have the thing on you. No one's fool enough to take a non-existent item as payment. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I did have it right in my midst, the Sizzling Stone itself.
The criminal's back.
Took it with me everywhere, the bath, the bog. Honestly, I've had quite enough of this. Ha, Monterey, good to see you. Perhaps you can talk some sense into this idiot. Perhaps you could have a word with your uncle.
Oh.
Haven't seen my Sizzling Stone anywhere, have you, Monterey? It's like an ordinary lump of rock, but I can tell it's special because it's warm to the touch. I spent every penny I had on the blasted thing. Now it's gone and I'm up the creek without a paddle good and proper.
And sucks to suck.
Ah,
That's the cleaning done. Now this place is looking spick and span. Only the best for our guests. Maddie, I think we're all in the Very Tired Club. Monterey gazes into the mirror and notices a spot on his forehead. Where the Chimera Wing. But yeah, you haven't really missed much as far as the storyline and stuff goes. We're basically a kid from a place called Pilchard Bay, which is on a very tiny island, the only island in the whole world. Observe. See? We're from over here. And when we zoom out, all that's there is ocean. But it looks like there might be some mysteries to this island. There's also a little gold sparkly sparkle in the corner, and I can't figure out how to get to it yet, and that's really driving me crazy. So you went to the end, let's go to the shop here. Keep forgetting I can turn the camera.
Welcome to the local shop.
Yahoo! Party! They looked at Hoenn and said, you know what? It could use more water. Monterey, it's just you. Couldn't stay away. Listen, whatever you had, Piers and I are just friends, okay? There's no need for you to get all funny about it. It's tough being a girl in demand.
Oi, don't you know three's a crowd? Buzz off, will ya?
I mean, I can relate as a girl in demand myself. I mean, you should see how many DMs from beautiful women I get saying that they want me exclusively. All I have to do is give them one teeny little credit card number. Back door, back door. Woo. Medicinal herb. What we got in here? Ooh, leather hat. That doesn't say anything different from behind. It's interesting you mention Hoenn because this game's original release actually predates the existence of Ruby and Sapphire in general. This came out in 2001 for the PlayStation. Which you may note that, wait, didn't the PlayStation 2 come out in 2000? A year before that? Yeah. This game got delayed to all hell. It was basically stuck in development hell because This is the only Dragon Quest, the original version was the only Dragon Quest that came out on PS1. Aside from remakes and remasters and stuff. She literally jumped up on my table and tackled my freaking microphone. I was waiting for the catch, but for some reason I wasn't expecting the credit card. Ooh, 30 gold coins. Scrap of paper sticking out between some books about money. Hope you don't mind, but I've helped myself to 50 gold coins. I'll have it back before you know it, honest, Pike. Go away, will you? You mustn't disturb a lady while she's doing her makeup.
Oh.
Hey, Monterey. Nice of you to pay us a visit. On this little island, everybody knows everybody else. It's like one big happy family. Still, sometimes it's a little sad to think we're the only island in the world. There's nobody else out there. Well, there are bears in the hills to the east, but I wouldn't want to meet them. I hear the ferocious man-eaters. That's why no one goes out that way. And hike! Between you, me, and the Almighty, Prince Keitha is nothing but trouble. He sneaks out of the castle every chance he gets. He's next in line for the throne, for goodness sake. He needs to start acting like it. I cannot begin to imagine how much worry he's caused poor King Donald. So I've managed to live for another year, have I? Had a lot to thank the Almighty for, it seems. And listen to me, you young folks mustn't go rampaging round the island, poking your noses into a place where they don't belong. The forest, the ocean, the ancient ruin, everything here is just as the Almighty wants it to be. After all, it's the only island in the whole world. It's a very special place. You think the Almighty really exists? Where do you think he lives? Is he up there in the clouds looking down? The criminal remains a perpetual problem from which there is no escape. And again, it's just like I said on one of my other streams, like, she's been outside pretty much the whole day without trying to get in. And then, like, at almost 7 o'clock on the dot, she sneaks into the house. Cliffside dwelling. Seed of resilience. Doggo. Arr, ruff, ruff. Maybe hire a bouncer? The bouncer! Considering the sheer amount of heavy things I put on the hole that she uses to get into the house, I don't know if anything would ever actually work. Crammed with all kind of intimidatingly thick books. Like, comment, subscribe if you like them intimidatingly thick. Cliffside dwelling basement. What do you think you're doing waltzing into my house uninvited? Let me guess, you heard the eccentric old lunatic lives here and you thought it'd be fun to disturb him. I hope you're happy now. Be off with you. Except the bookshelves. What part of no escape don't you get? I mean, I didn't order anything, so probably both parts.
I was cleaning out my store cupboard and I found a pile of rusty old swords and shields. Can't imagine when anyone ever needed weapons here in Eastern. It's been peaceful for as long as anyone can remember.
It's a kitty. All she needs to do is get a valid ID and she'll be let through anyway. I don't like to bring it up, but Pike owes us half a year's rent. He's a complete layabout, but there's something lovable about him. It's very hard to dislike the man. Still, this can't go on forever. If he doesn't pay what he owes, I'll have no choice but to ask him to leave. Ooh, pretty old. Locked again. Oh my god. Maybe it would make her more responsible.
Oh, it's Monterey. I'm sure you've already received the official summons, but your presence is requested at the castle. King is waiting. Castle's up through these gates. I'm sure you know that already. Anyway, you should hurry.
I am getting biscuited on the leg right now.
Welcome to Eastern Castle.
Ah, it's young Monterey. King Donald's expecting you. There are barrels over there and I can't get them. Oh.
Ah, there you are. I reckon it must be my fault you've been called here again. Sorry about that. Now, you remember the plan, don't you?
No.
Yeah, very funny. Should we get on with this? The grown-ups keep saying that this is the only island in the world. But that's total nonsense, and we're going to prove it. I know we've been spending all our time fixing up that old wreck in the cave near Pilchard Bay, but we have to face facts. There's no way the two of us will ever get that boat seaworthy. If we want to set sail for new lands, we need to go back to the drawing board. As luck would have it, though, I've been searching through the castle storerooms and came across this book. It looks properly ancient, so it must be the real deal. I found something else when I was down there and all. Check this out. So, what do you think? Looks like a piece of rubble, doesn't it? Well, that's what I thought at first as well. But check out the pattern on it. I've never seen anything like that before. Not that it's important right now, of course. I just thought I'd better show you before I forgot, that's all. Now, the book says there's a place called the Shrine of Awakening in the mountains to the east of here. And it seems there's a way of getting its doors to open, too. Of course, the Eastern Mountains are off-limits to islanders, which makes them the perfect place to hide something special, don't you think?
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, we can forget about the boat for now. I'm going to head east for a little recce, see if I can find this shrine. You're here because my old man summoned you, right? Well, just try to keep him talking for as long as you can. Hopefully the guards won't twig that I've scarpered. Come and join me once you're done here, alright? I'll be waiting.
They can live for now. I hate it when there are barrels over there and I can't get them. It's the worst. Ooh, pretty water effects. Mario Wii U would be thrilled.
Hey, my young friend, would you care to have your fortune told? Look deep into my eyes, deeper, deeper. See what lies in your future. Ooh, ooh, yeah! I saw it. Clear as day. Your destiny is to bring peace to the world. Hold on a second. That can't be right. The world's already at peace. Well, what do you know? Seems my fortune-telling skills aren't what they used to be.
Forgetting that I can turn the camera. Playing the game with one hand because there's a cat on my other arm.
All right.
It's got healing herb, antidotal herb. Homie Eepin.
Who goes there? What's that? Summoned by the king? I don't believe a word of it. That king would never summon a little squirt like you. Sorry. You'll have to forgive me. I never get the chance to act tough. Please, go ahead.
You know, I learned about this literary device called foreshadowing the other day. I just felt like sharing. Nah, I don't think they would ever use that specific literary device. Welcome to the Mini Metal Exchange counter. Here I can trade in the magnificent medallions you found around the world for fabulous prizes. I believe this is our first time visiting. May I ask your name? Monterey introduces himself. Sounds like something made up, like gaslighting. Oh, looks like you're missing a metal album, Monterey. Why don't you take this one? Those albums were put together by King Maximo, the most manic mini-metal fiend who ever lived, and the one that established these exchanges. He made them for anyone interested in collecting. Inside, you'll find all the information you could ever want to guide your way. Exchanges like this allow you to swap your mini-metals for lovely prizes, so make sure you search high and low for them. Yeah, you're right, probably going crazy.
Get a load of my new money patch. Pretty snazzy, isn't it? Apparently, it's got the special magic cast that means it fills itself back up every time you spend all the money in it. And you know what's the best part? It only cost me a mere 300 gold coins. Can you believe Pike sold it to me so cheap? What was he thinking? Maybe money's just not that important to him.
Yo, a metal album? Time to rock the fuck out.
Hang on, I recognize you. You're Pollux lad, aren't you? Is that right? Summoned by the king, you say? Have you seen him already?
No.
I don't know why the king wants to speak to you, but I do know that he won't waste words on people he doesn't trust. Now stop dawdling. King Donald's not a man who likes to be kept waiting.
I really didn't want to say anything, but boy, that's really unfortunate. I mean, this is a game originally made like 25 years ago, but...
Don't mean to gossip about the royals, but I found Prince Kiefer having a good old rummage through the old stuff down in the storerooms. Next thing I know, he's harrying around the castle with this book in his hand. Seems to fancy himself some kind of treasure hunter, that one.
Seed of Strength. Oh, come on, there's a door out that way. I gotta go break those barrels. Armor.
Leads to the banqueting hall where the royal family dines. But now's not the time for eating. Off you go. You'll find the king upstairs. Strumpf.
Keep pressing myself against stuff. Forgetting I can just turn the camera. Ooh, wait. Okay, no, it's the one I just used.
Kiefer! Kiefer! Where the devil is that boy? That does it. He's gone too far this time. This is outrageous. Outrageous, I say.
Your Majesty, if you will forgive me, I am sure that Prince Kiefer has his reasons for absconding so suddenly. Please, I beg of you, you must try to remain calm.
Honestly, why do you insist on sticking up for that wretched boy? Anyway, to the matter at hand. I have been expecting you, young man. Follow me. We have much to discuss. Sit yourself down, if you would.
Live criminal self-cleaning.
Now, you're going to look me in the eye, and I'm going to ask you something very important. Is that clear?
Yes.
Tell me the truth. Is there something you're hiding from me?
Removing decisive evidence, probably. No.
Let me be clear. You cannot worm your way out of this one. Of late, Kiefer has been behaving like a prince possessed. He has been entirely incapable of sitting still for a moment. Do you know what the wretched boy did today? He stole a precious ring that once belonged to his mother. A keepsake I treasure more than life itself. What in the world can he hope to achieve through such acts of petty larceny? I confess that I myself occasionally strayed from the straight and narrow path in my youth, but by the time I was Prince Kiefer's age, I had more than grown out of such behavior. The exact details of my youthful indiscretions are neither here nor there, of course. The fact of the matter is, my son is likely out there causing more mayhem even as we speak, which is why I need you to talk some sense into my idiot boy. For better or worse, Prince Kiefer is the future of this kingdom. You must impress upon him the fact that his behavior is utterly unacceptable in one who would be king.
Okay.
Thank you for coming today, Monterey. There's much else I would like to discuss with you, but I shall leave such matters for another day. For now, all I ask is you keep an eye on my son and ensure he stays out of trouble. I have faith he will turn out well in the end, and I have faith that you will help me to ensure that this happens. His Majesty cares a great deal about Prince Kiefer. I trust you will not let him down, Monterey. The ring the Prince pilfered was very precious. It belonged to the late Queen. It had a rare gem known as the Sunstone set in it.
He's gonna try to evolve his gloom.
It's the final straw for King Donald. Prince Kiefer crossed a line this time.
Once again, the prince is nowhere to be found. He's a real handful, that one. Hope he's not off exploring the hills to the east. He'll end up as a bear's breakfast. A bear, you say? Oh my.
Oh,
So anyways, you're in the prince's room. I mean, I'm only here because it's my job. I've spent most of the last 2 years mucking out this hovel. The prince is about to turn 18, you know. I swear this place is getting more smelly with each passing day. Pilchard pie. 20 gold coins. Oh no, Prince Kiefer isn't one of those guys who's like... Ooh, glaring. He's one of those guys who thinks like, you know, an entire can of Axe body spray equals 1 shower. Staircase. Ooh.
That's odd. Sure, I saw something glimmering way out on the horizon, but everyone knows there's nothing out there except sea, sea, and more sea. Must have been a trick of the light, I suppose.
Kind of figured as much just from his face. Listen, you can't help the face you're born with.
On this door lies the king's bedchamber. His majesty's not currently within, but Princess Lisette has entered a short while ago. You may proceed, as long as your feet are clean.
As someone who just walked over here on foot through grass and mud, I'm sure they're fine. A boat day. Ooh, I found a mini medal. My first mini medal. Oh yeah, we're looking dapper as fuck right now. So I took estrogen to change it. I mean, I guess you kind of can do something about it, but...
Right.
Oh, hello. I heard my father had summoned you. I hope it wasn't too upsetting. No one knows why my brother no one knows my silly brother better than you. I'm sure his father just wants to ask what he'd been up to recently. Oh yes, there's something I wish to ask as well. Do you really think this is the only island in the world? Kiefer refused to believe it. He thinks it's impossible to have all this... all there is. And I think he's right. It must be another place out there, and other people too. There have to be. It'd be no fun for all alone, is it? It's much nicer to imagine there are lots of other places out there. My brother's just chasing his dream. I want you to help him. I want you to help him find whatever he's searching for. That was really hard to read without almost biting my tongue. What's her name? Lisette, as in Lisp. Girl was doomed from the start. Theme naming really got her on that one. King's so busy he rarely has time to join the prince and princess for supper. It pains me to see those poor children eating all alone.
Oh.
Prince Kiefer's table manners are an absolute disgrace. Chicken bones on the floor, soup on the ceiling. Well, it's no surprise his poor mother died young, and he hasn't been raised right. I expect that's why he turns his nose up at half the food I offer him.
Let me give you some kitchen tips. Number 1, a meal's not truly over until you've finished washing up. The pots have to be sparkling, and the knives need to be polished and sharpened. Finish cooking one meal, and you have to start thinking about the next. That's the life of a cook. Everyone's always going on about Prince Kiefer being a complete terror. I couldn't care less about his royal responsibilities. But to tell you the truth, we all loved the little rascal.
Ooh, more pots. A pilchard pie. Why did someone pilfer a pilchard pie in a pot?
Oh dear me, I seem to have misplaced my spectacles. Now I can't see a thing.
Antidotal Abe. A pair of wrecked specs. Medicinal Abe.
Ah, say, you found my spectacles. It made an old man very happy. Show my gratitude, I'll tell you something very interesting indeed. A long, long time ago, the supreme spirit of good did battle with the supreme spirit of evil. For decades, no, centuries, the two mighty powers clashed before good finally prevailed. That's why the world's so nice and peaceful, you see. What's that?
Where did the spirit of good go after the battle was over? Don't start picking holes, it's just a story. Dang, I can't believe Monterey heard the story and like his immediate response was to just go full freaking CinemaSins on it. I'm gonna figure out how to get those barrels one way or another.
Oh,
Hey, Monterey, correct? You're Prince Kiefer's playmate, as I understand it. I don't know what your friend was up to, but last time I saw him, he was rummaging around every drawer in the castle. Have you found whatever he was looking for?
Nothing to report, sir. You know, this kingdom's so blooming and peaceful, I feel not even getting paid to stand guard.
Those barrels are as good as dead.
Oh, the blissful existence. If any trouble in this kingdom, it's all thanks to King Donald.
It's been 10 years since our beloved queen passed away, and poor King Donald's still on his own. Ah, what'll it take to get him to notice me? Barrels are now an extinct species. Donkey Kong Island in shambles.
Hold up, I know all citizens of our kingdom are supposed to be free to roam the castle, but there are limits, you know. Maybe Prince Kiefer's friend, but I can't let you in here.
Okay, so that brings me back up here.
First thing this morning, I saw a beautiful vessel setting sail from south of the island. Must have been a fishing boat headed out to Pilchard Bay. First time I'd ever seen it. And I won't be forgetting in a hurry. What a sight.
Oh, Monterey, how are you? Now, as a man of the world, you are doubtlessly well aware of the existence of the ancient ruins on our island. I'm sure you know they are located in the Forbidden Place, which, of course, is strictly off limits. According to scholarly research, not least my own, these ruins are actually a complex of tombs for an ancient royal clan. In any case, they're no place for amateur explorers, so I trust you still well clear, can't I? Sure. Good to hear. It would not do to disturb the sleeping of the long departed, now would it? They should be left in peace. With highbrow books on all kinds of difficult-sounding subjects.
You know those old fairy stories, the ones full of scary monsters? I wonder who came up with all that stuff in the first place. There really were weird and wonderful creatures like that out there. I'd want to see them with my own eyes. Oh wait, that's as frightening as the bears in the hills to the east.
Ah, dang it. Well, someday I'll figure out how to defeat those barrels. Enjoy your time while you can, barrels. Oh yeah, I wonder if that problem-causing redheaded girl, not me, if she's done with her stuff yet. Okay, so Maribel and Pierre's are both gone. I know I went through here earlier, but I know in some of the Dragon Quest games, when the barrels and pots regenerate, it'll like regenerate random stuff, like mostly just antidotal and medicinal herbs, but I mean, free stuff's free stuff. There's nobody around to talk to right now. Rainbow Cove. Ooh. The water glimmers and glistens beautifully in the sun, shining with all the colors of the rainbow. Great, they turned to the fucking water gay. That's where all the gays hang out. Like, you can actually see it, like, doing all the glistening thing. Oh, I see. Naruhodo. I'll be back in a sec, Keyford. I saw a sparkly thing on the world map. A seed of agility. Gotta go fast.
At last! I thought you'd never show up. Anyway, this is where things start to get serious. Welcome to the Forbidden Place. No turning back now. Here, take a look at this.
Ancient tome. Montre carefully lifts the heavy cover. He sees an image of a bearded man in a robe holding a staff aloft. The tip of the staff is shining brightly.
So, recognize anyone? Yup, that picture of the bloke with the staff looks exactly like this statue. I've got a good feeling about this. We're close, very close. We just have to, present something to this statue, and then, something will happen. Ta-da! Behold the Sunstone Ring. It's been in my family for yonks. Let's see what the statue makes of this. Well, Are you with me? Shall I present the ring to the statue or what?
Yes.
Great! I knew you'd come round. None of our useless scholars ever really got to the bottom of all this stuff, you know? They never dug deep enough. It was almost like they didn't want to. Forbidden places. Royal tombs. How can you hear words like that and not want to find out more? Well, not me. I've always wanted to uncover the secrets of this island, and I've always known they had something to do with these ruins. There's something waiting for me here. Something that will change my life. My destiny. Anyway, enough talk. Let's do this. Here goes nothing. Huh? Nothing happened.
Well, you did say here goes nothing. I sense an imminent world-ending catastrophe, but maybe I'm just paranoid.
Looks like I was wrong about the ring. But look what else I have up my sleeve. Ta-da! May I present to you the one and only sizzling stone. Let's see what happens now. Here we go. Still no luck.
Sure, it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
But we can't give up yet. What about the stone tablet we just found? It's not really shining anymore. But it won't hurt to try, will it?
I just love how he's shoving every random thing he found in there.
Here we go. Well, I can't deny the book's been something of a letdown. The stone tablet, too. I wanted to find a key that unlocked the world's mysteries, but it seems I was hoping for too much. There's no sense getting upset, though. After all, we can still patch the boat up and look for other islands out at sea. I borrowed the sizzling stone from your Uncle Pike, by the way. Maybe you could get it back to him for me.
Expired coupon to a wings restaurant, if we want to try that next. Hands the sizzling stone to Monterey.
Sorry this turned out to be a waste of time. But you can't win them all, eh? Now let's get out of here.
Yo, Tochi, hi! How are you doing on this lovely Sunday evening? We're playing the Dragon Quest VII Reimagined demo. Doing pretty alright, little tired, little out of it, but I really wanted to stream today, and I've been wanting to stream this game, even though I had like 15,000 technical difficulties starting out. Working on art, awesome! I always love all your little cuties. They're so fun to see them get up to constant drama and nonsense. But yeah, the story so far is we are a young boy whom you can name anything. I named him Monterey. You know, like Monterey Jack. And he's from a small fishing village on the only island in the entire world. There's literally nothing else. But our buddy Kiefer here, who's also the prince and perpetually in trouble because he's a bad boy, mysterious statue of a man with a beard, believes that there must be something more lacking. Huh? What was that? You are yet lacking. Voice, did it come from the statue? Let's go investigate, Monterey.
Lacking. You are yet lacking.
Is that statue talking? To...
The doors of destiny will only open for those who have been chosen. And you are yet lacking.
The doors of destiny? Do you mean the doors to this shrine? Oh, and what are we lacking exactly?
If you would prove your worth, you must overcome my trial. Show me courage, which blazes bright. Show me spirit that shines from within. You must find the 3 remaining fragments of stone tablet. Only then will the doors of destiny open for you. You, who have yet to make your mark upon this world, will you face the trial?
I don't have a clue what's going on, but I know I want to find out. Come on, we have to do this! You're in, right?
Yeah.
Listen well, unproven ones. All you need to pass the trial lies here, within the bounds of the island. Leave no stone unturned, and keep your eyes peeled for even the slightest change. Go now. Prove your dazzling spirit and fiery resolve by gathering the 3 remaining fragments of stone tablet.
Woohoo! This is it, old friend! We're finally going to unlock the world's mysteries. And the key we needed was on the island all along. We've come this far. We can't stop now. Come on, let's get this trial done.
Kiefer joins the party. Monterey acquires the yellow fragment. Whoa.
Alright, things are finally getting interesting. The key to unraveling the world's mysteries is right here on this island. I don't know much about the trial, but I know one thing for sure. They're no match for a dream team like you and me.
It's an ancient-looking stone gate. Monterey pushes it, but it won't budge an inch.
Hey!
My dad's always banging on about how the key to solving my problem, any problem, is communication. And I think the old man may be right. We should take a listen to what people have to say. Come on, Monterey, let's head to Eastwood and start making some inquiries. Beach traipsing around aimlessly, at least.
Hey!
Fishing expedition should have finished by now, right? That means your dad will be back in Pilchard Bay. He's the man of the world if I ever met one. Maybe we should ask him if he knows anything about the tablet fragments.
Yeah, it mentions it in the tutorial, but when you've got a party member, you can press B and you can listen to them talking about stuff.
Hey!
Your information about this island, right? I think I know who might be able to give it to us. His name's Dermont. Dermont the Hermit. Everyone calls him because he lives by himself on the edge of a cliff. He's not the friendliest chap, but I get the feeling he might know a thing or two.
Hey, well, welcome to Eastwood. Oh, your highness, good to you. Good day to you.
Kiefer's fallen in with a bad crowd. How can I make poor lad realize that?
But, your highness, I was just saying it's another wonderful sunny day, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go talk to the hermit crab guy.
What do you think you're doing waltzing into my house uninvited? Did you see I'm busy? Now go, be off with you. Oh, you're a door-to-door salesman. If you think I'm just gonna buy any old book you bring me, you're making a big mistake. When you found this book, did you find a piece of stone tablet along with it? I see. Would you be so good as to show me? Certainly looks worse for wear, as does the book, but still, they are both one. I never thought I'd lay eyes on them again. I hid that book and the piece of stone tablet deep beneath the castle when I was still a young man. I can only assume you've come to me with these items in hand after hearing the voice of the ruins to the east, yes? I knew it. You must be under the same spell I was at your age. I was absolutely determined to unravel the mysteries of the world. I was convinced there was another world waiting for me beyond the horizon. It would let nothing, not my friends, family, nothing, stand in the way of finding it. So I found myself in those ruins, listening in astonishment to the same voice that must have spoken to you.
Listen.
And you know something about how to complete the trial? Indeed I do. I even attempted it myself, though I proved unworthy. I concluded it was simply far too dangerous for anyone to undertake. In fact, I blocked part of it off and built my house here to keep an eye out to ensure no one could ever attempt such foolishness again. You value your lives, you will turn back. Prince Kiefer, one day you will inherit the throne. I cannot allow you to throw your life away when your kingdom needs you. You're telling us to just give up. Well, don't waste your breath. We're so close to getting our hands on the key that unlocks the world's mysteries. If we quit now, I just know I'd regret it for the rest of my life. What use would I be as a king then, slumped on the throne, wondering what might have been? Come on, Dermot. You know we won't give up now. Fine. Here, take it.
The key to the trial. Monterey receives the key the party will need to take on the trial. Boy, my dyslexia did not like that one.
I'm afraid it's not up to me to decide whether or not you got the requisite metal. You'll only find out by facing the trial yourselves. In the cave that leads to these cliffs, you'll find a door. Head through and you'll be on the right path. I only wish you luck, my young friends. That must be serious stuff if it proved too much even for the stubborn old Dermot. We got nothing to lose, have we? Let's give it our best shot, Monterey.
Oh, come on. She keeps trying to biscuit on my arm, and the tiny little knives are very sharp. Uses a trial key to open the door. Whoa. Align the shadows on the walls of stone to let the master's form be known. Oop, I'm back. Oh wait, I get it. I bet it makes a slime. Yep, go back. Oh, I see. Naruhodo. A little farther forward. It's like it's like the pincer thing from Pokemon Snap. Okay. knife biscuits for dinner.
Aha! The tablet fragment's over there, just waiting for us to take it. Well, what are we standing around for?
Flame chases away the darkness with its light, but so too does flame birth shadow. Allay your fears, conquer the shadow. Do so, and the prize you seek will be yours.
What? Looks like this isn't over yet. I don't know what these things are, but I think we're in for a scrap.
Tribulators appear. Your first battle. Time to show these tribulators what you're made of. Select attack during your turn to bring every monster's HP down to 0 and win the fight. However, you'll lose the fight if all your party members' HP fall to 0, so keep a close eye on them. If the character needs their HP topping up, use a medicinal herb from your items. Ow! Rude. Monterey does not know any skills. I got no skills. Kiefer does not know any skills. Using the classic Pokemon double battle technique of ganging up on one enemy. So you can also press like Y or triangle, open up this menu, and you'll actually get like, you can do party status, equipment. I guess if you need to hot swap any equipment, like let's say if you had like a fire sword and you're fighting something that uses fire. And I'm pretty sure you can also set to auto battle. The tribulators are defeated. Dragon Quest, let's go. Hi, Cole. How are you doing today? We're playing the Dragon Quest VII Reimagined demo. Party increases 5 experience points. Each party member's vocational proficiency has increased by 5. But how are you doing on this lovely Sunday evening, Cole? Party acquires 16 gold coins. Monterey goes to level 2. Kiefer levels increases to 2. With this triumph, your bravery is proven. Claim your prize. What luck! Monterey finds a yellow fragment.
Nice, that's one more in the bag. On to the next.
Hey!
Okay, he's repeating stuff. Doing well, how are you? A little tired, a little out of it. But I've been wanting to stream this for a while, even though I spent like the first 30 minutes of the stream just trying to fix technical difficulties. Right now I'm playing the Steam version of this demo, as you probably guessed from the Xbox inputs. But it does a really weird thing when you're playing this game on Steam. It just completely eats your mouse. Like, I can't use my mouse on my second screen or do anything with that. It'll still... Did the game fucking freeze? Moments like these where I miss loading screen mini games. The loading screen's not supposed to take this long. Okay, gonna try to relaunch the game. See, I even made sure to, like, download it to my internal storage. Specifically so it wouldn't do this. Hey, you guys can watch the intro. Okay, let's hope the autosave did me good. Okay, so thankfully we didn't lose that much. I mean, I miss loading screen minigames too, but I kind of understand why they're not that much of a thing, just because load times really just aren't as much of a thing as they were in, like, the PS2 or anything like that.
You know, seeing you youngsters tearing about the place today has reminded me of something I'd almost forgotten. When I was the prince's age, there was another fellow who was always on the go, racing from one end of the island to the other. One day he just stopped, shut himself away in his house on the edge of a cliff, and we hardly seen him since. We realized there's nothing more to discover and stopped exploring. That's what we all assumed anyway. Ended up wondering when we come to this kingdom when Prince Tifa takes the throne. Oh, why, if it isn't Prince Tifa himself, I was just saying what a great place it'll be when you're king.
Okay, still staying the same stuff. Let's go back home to the fish zone. You guys aren't getting, like, double audio or anything, are you?
Oh.
Fit you in the back for the pilchard harvest, you know. Don't hear any double audio. Okay, just making sure.
Hey, Monterey, hello there. Looks like the fishing expedition was a big success. King Donald will be pleased. He loves his pilchards. I'd imagine he'll be turning a blind eye to Prince Kiefer's antics for a while now. He'll be too busy eating.
Just look at those lovely fish pilchards. So smooth and shiny. Their eyes are bright as buttons. Why, I could just take a bite of one right now.
Huh?
Crikey, get a load of that. Look at all those fish. That's a haul and a half. Don't mean to crow, but I just can't wipe the grin off my face. To be honest, when Pollock first suggested going that far north, I thought he had a screw loose. Then our nets started filling with lovely pilchards faster than we could haul them in. Wasn't all plain sailing, though. Sea gets pretty choppy up there. Worried it might be out of our depth. But we made it. All's well that ends well.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're not hearing any double audio or anything. Generally, I'm not a huge fan of autosave in a lot of games, but I will admit it completely saved our butts this time. I know it may sound weird to not be a huge fan of autosave, but like, I feel like in some ways it can discourage experimentation. Because, like, you know, if you do, everything you do is autosave, then you're not gonna, like, you know, try your weird stuff. Especially if it's a game with only one save file.
Got more fish than we know what to do with out there. It wasn't just fish, now that you think about it. We got something else caught in our nets as well. Your dad took it home with him, as far as I know. One day I'm gonna take the helm. You see if I don't. Some of my landlubber friends ask me if I ever get bored out at sea, but they don't have a clue. The sea's never the same. One day it's angry, next day it's laughing, before you know it, it's sad. Oh, I never get tired of spending time out on the waves.
I'm fine with autosave and having a normal save. Final Fantasy X has that option. Yeah. Game crashed for me a few times. Autosave literally saved me. Like I said, I think having both and being able to choose which one you want to go back to is a good thing to have available. I'm more talking like I don't like it when games have one save file and the autosave just automatically overwrites your manual saves. All barrels must be destroyed.
Come on, we'll save the boating excursion for another time. Right now we need to find those tablet fragments.
So someone who loves fishing and video games, does that mean the 7 Pro Tag is perfect for me? Well, I will say, note that I have a fisherman rank. So we'll see. Fish.
Welcome back, my lad, and Prince Kiefer, you're here as well. It's quite the gathering. You know, I could tell from the tides that this was going to be a good year, but I never imagined it would go so well. Haven't had a haul like this in ages, not since the year you were born, in fact. Actually, now that I think about it, that year was the best of them all. Even this latest harvest doesn't come close. I remember coming home all set to boast about the many pilchards we'd netted. And I found you waiting for me. Talk about stealing my thunder. You didn't hang about, did you? Couldn't wait to get out into the world. Said hello and you started bawling, and then I Sorry, I'm getting a little bit choked up. Let's talk about fish, shall we? We caught a lot of fish, a boatload and more. Tonight I'm gonna sleep like a log. It's a life, I tell ya, back in the bosom of my family after a hard day's fishing. Is that, my lad? You after something? A nice strong glass of anchovy cordial, maybe? We find anything strange out at sea? Well, as you come to mention it, yes, in fact, we did. A very unusual object got tangled up in the nets. Where is it now? Aha! Here we go. An old piece of something or other. I was thinking I should let someone up in the castle look at it. Since you have a royal representative here with us, you pair can deliver it for me. Saves me a trip. I'm dead on my feet.
Fishing is nice because it doesn't matter how good your rod is, it's just how you use it.
I missed your cooking, Pearl, my girl. You've done it again. Sardine stew's a real winner.
Score, that tablet fragment landed right in our laps.
And don't worry, we'll hand it in just like your dad asked. Once the adventure's over, that is. Let's start looking for the next one.
Well, well, your father gave you that thing he found, did he? And aren't you pleased as punch? Gonna go back into my room and re-destroy my pottery. Okay, what we got at local shop? See, how many gold do you have? 201? Let's go ahead and buy us both some pot lids. I guess just me, because Kiefer can't equip the pot lid. Skill issue, honestly. Never know if someone put a mini medal in there. Exactly. Your Highness, Monterey. Running off somewhere again, are we? I hope you've taken the time to thank your father for providing us all this fishy goodness, at least.
There's nothing tastier than a freshly caught pilchard. We mustn't forget to give thanks to the ocean for its endless bounty.
My dad's back, and guess what? Tomorrow he's going to teach me how to swim. My dear hubby and his crewmates all made it back in one piece. In what?
Yayo, dreaming.
It's worth all the fish in the world. Me too, buddy.
Darn it.
Hit me with the one piece. Okay. It looks like there's a... Okay, so we have 3 of them now, because we started with 1. We got the one from the old man, the hermit. And then we got the one from our dad. Gosh, I cannot get over how pretty this game is. The awesome thing is it actually looks this good on Switch 1. I'm not playing it on Switch, I'm playing the PC version, but still. Because I played the demo on Switch 1 and I played it on PS5. I was originally going to stream the PS5 version, but for whatever reason, my AverMedia capture card, and when I have my AverMedia capture card hooked up, it will not take my input from my mic. So I can't actually talk and stream like one of my game consoles right now. You have to figure that out. I'll probably end up asking Soda, because he's got an AverMedia capture card, and I know he uses it for streams and stuff. Oh no, are we doing this again? Only good sounds there. Well, that actually wasn't the cat. That was me trying to... I'm fine. I'm just irritated because the game fucking crashed again. I mean, I get that it's just the demo build, but geez Louise, man. Like I said, I even made sure to save it to my internal storage instead of my external hard drive. And if you're wondering what happened, it's nothing serious. It's just, my keyboard's wireless, and I had it sitting too far over on the table, and when I went to reach for it, I accidentally knocked it on the floor. Because I don't really have a traditional, like, computer chair or desk or anything. So I literally have a fold-out table in front of my TV with my, with my mic and my mouse and keyboard and stuff, all that on it. I have seriously never had a Steam game crash this much. I know this has only been twice, but... Actually, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever had any of my games on Steam crash before.
Oh. Well, if it isn't my favourite nephew! Why don't you give us a hand with a little pickle I've gotten myself into, eh? As you know, your old Uncle Pike works himself to the bone each and every day, which means sometimes he forgets to take care of the little things. Not my fault I'm so busy, but my landlord, he doesn't see it that way. He won't get off on my case just because I'm a teensy bit behind on the rent. What's the problem here? Can't you simply explain your situation to your landlord and pay him what you owe? Oh, thank you, your majesty. Why didn't I think of that? But how exactly is on the humble working man like me supposed to come up with an entire half a year's rent at the drop of a hat? Perhaps you could enlighten me. Let's get going. The stone tablet fragments to find.
Okay. Dyslexia moment. We'll be back in just a moment.
Let's get going. We've got stone tablet fragments to find, and this is clearly a massive waste of time. What's that? Stone tablet fragments, you say? You know those things the map's chiseled on them? Well, as it happens, I have seen 2 or 3 in my time. What? Where? Tell us everything. Come on, your majesty, sir. You don't expect me to give precious information away like this for free, can you? But of course, my favorite nephew here wants to know as well, so I never dream of denying him anything. That's to help me fatten my purse a little bit. Sound like a fair deal? No. You've always been a joker, haven't you? But seriously, you'll help your poor uncle out, won't you?
No. Okay, I see how it is.
That's a spirit. Right then, all I need you to do is have a quick poke around town and bring me, let's say, 3 empty bottles. And listen up, I don't want any old bottles. I want nice sparkly ones that you can spot glinting in the sun a mile off. 3 of those, and the job's as good as none. The job's a good one.
Do I hear voiceovers? Well, thank you. I try my best to give the characters unique voices and stuff.
If I want to pay my rent, you're my only hope. It's not like anyone else on the island would lend me such brass farthing.
Lend me as much as a brass farthing. Oh boy, dyslexia, please. When I thought the characters were talking, I will take that as an amazing compliment. Thank you so much, Tochi.
Right then, once you got the bottles, come find me at Rainbow Cove up north. Toodaloo!
They really but thou musted me. It's funny because the but thou must trope name comes from the original Dragon Quest. Ooh, an empty bottle. Wait a minute. This guy primarily wears green. Empty bottle. So he's searching for empty bottles. Is this Link? Is our uncle actually Link? I mean, we do have the ingrained genetic need to destroy jars, so... Wait a minute. Where's green? Destroys jars. Floppy hat. Trying to find empty bottles. Have we been Link this whole time? Is that Link from Final Fantasy 1? No, Link's dead in Final Fantasy 1 in the gravestone.
Do you remember when we used to mess about with empty bottles from the tavern back when we were little? We used to hide them all over the place and have treasure hunts. We'd pretend the yellow ones were made of gold, so they were the most precious.
Okay, that's 2. We just got 1 more to find. An old empty bottle.
We've got enough empty bottles now, Monterey. Let's head to Rainbow Cove and see what Pike's got in store for us next.
Zoom in round the cove. Zoom in to the cove.
So, did you get 3 empty bottles for me? Hero lifesaver, Monterey. These'll do nicely. Now, next you'll have to fill up these beauties with some of this lovely rainbow water. Give us a shout when you're done.
Water glitters and glistens beautifully in the sun, shining with all the colors of the rainbow. Monterey and Prince Kiefer filled the bottles with water. Monterey acquires some bottles of water. Are we really about to start charging for bottled water? You know, that reminds me, my local McDonald's, for whatever reason, started charging, like, full price for ice waters. Like, the same price as it is for, like, just getting, like, a soda or something. And, like, they started this in the middle of the summer, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's like $1.39 to just walk in there and get a small cup of ice water. That is insane. Monterey hands over the bottles full of water to Pike.
Well done, lad. I knew I could count on my favourite nephew. Alright, we've done our bit. Turtle.
Oh my god. I am in dyslexia hell tonight, you guys. I am so sorry. Terratocellus? I'm coming up with new Wi-Fi passwords and names of freaking Metroid locations just by accident. Evil Corporation doing evil corporation things. Like looking up a video guide on YouTube trying to find all of the energy tanks and missile tanks on Air Tekelis.
Alright, we've done our bit. Care to tell us what you plan to do with all that bottled water? Bottled water? You think this is just bottled water, do you? Why, this is the holy, holy water, your majesty. You drink it down or splash it around. These things are good things are bound to come your way. Youth, beauty, riches, the sky's the limit. Probably. All I need to do is find some... All I need to do is find some mugs, I mean discerning customers, and convince them that this is the one and only way to solve all their worries. He really thinks this is going to work. Confidence! That's the trick with stuff like this. If you believe, they'll believe. And then they'll be chucking money at you. Alright. Let it never be said old Pike ain't a man of his word. Come, you lot. Let's go and get you your reward. This is a spot. Yeah, I think it's around this wee bit of wall here. Yeah, here we are. I stumbled upon it after I'd somewhat overdone it one night. Came for a splash of water on my face. I saw the stone tablet inside, but I didn't reckon there was any money to be made from it, so I left it where it was. I don't have the foggiest why you're so keen on collecting old bits of rubble, but if you think it's a fair reward, who am I to say any different? I wouldn't normally trust your uncle any further than I can throw him. It's not like we have any better ideas. Let's head in. Alright, once I sell this holy water, I have more than enough dosh to pay off the rent I owe. Pike, you done it again!
I don't know why, but I am a sucker for water reflections. It's something a lot of modern games, even ones running on lower res tech, do really well. I love it in the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters and even Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I guess I really love when a classic looking game has the super realistic water reflections. Water flows, your path impeded. Perhaps some movement is what's needed. You have to go to the bathroom? Alrighty, let's see here. Let's see if he has a cool thing to say about the puzzle.
Well, that was about half as effective as I would have liked. Maybe there's something more we can do?
Spoken like a true fisher.
Ha! Take that, water! Now we can move on!
What luck, Monterey finds a yellow fragment. Trust no one. Just my favorite... Oh, sorry. Wow. I completely took that one in the wrong direction. I am so sorry for all the dyslexia, you guys. It is worse than usual tonight.
Nice one. Trust my favorite nephew to take care of business. Alright then, let's have a look at the stone tablet. I'll give you an expert appraisal of its value. I won't even charge you for the service. We appreciate the offering and everything, but... No need to be shy, your majesty. As a responsible adult in the room, I think I should just take a little look. I can tell you what it's really worth. Come on, my dearest nephew, cough it up. Or you're gonna make me do this the hard way. Alright, your choice. Let's take a look under your hat.
Dyslexia plus tired brain's a great combination for... Yeah.
Right then, let's try your pockets. Bingo! Well, if it isn't my sizzling stone. I lost this little beauty. How'd you get your hands on it?
Monterey has been pickpocketed by Pike. The sizzling stone is no longer in his possession.
I knew my luck was gonna change. If I can offload this little beauty, I get about 6 months rent. I could buy Easter Blooming Castle. You need this holy water no more. Why don't you take a bottle for yourself?
Pike pushes a bottle of holy water into Monterey's hands.
Well then, I best be off. Fine work today. Your uncle really is unbelievable. But who cares about that? We got ourselves another stone tablet fragment. All that effort was worth it in the end.
Hey!
Monterey, we've done it! We've got all 3 tablet fragments. Let's head over to the shrine and see what the statue has to say. Yep.
Okay, so on the map, there's a place that looks like it leads out of Rainbow Cove to like a little sparkly sparkle. But I cannot see like any like little cave or exit or anything to get to it. Because I kind of was hoping that here would have like another path or something. Because it's just got like the puzzle up there. Also, fun fact, that door interesting in entering an exit sound though is actually a holdover from the very first Dragon Quest on NES. Because an interesting thing is Dragon Quest has kept largely the same sound effects since the first game.
Absolutely no idea what's going to happen when you take the tablet fragments to the statue. But I know as long as we're together, we can take on anything.
Oh no, wait, I was completely remembering it wrong. It wasn't the cove, it was an exit underneath the castle town. Gonna sneak back into the main town for a sec and go ahead and hit up the church and save. Hey, that 1 gold coin regenerated. Hell yeah, infinite money loop. Alrighty, let's take those tablets over there and see what's up. See, I may have screwed myself over because I don't even really have an idea what the regular walking animation looks like. I put the run on toggle, so now I'm just like maximum velocity at all times. Ooh, we got all nighttime and spooky.
Hey!
Alright, Monterey, this is it. Are you ready?
All right, here goes. Let's see if we really are the chosen ones. Please reveal the way forward. Whenever you're ready.
Your courage is proven.
And all it took was a quick jaunt around the island. I can't believe we actually did it! This is so exciting! I can't wait to see what's in there! Come on! The real adventure is about to begin!
Ha! Caught you. I knew you'd been sniffing around here. Did you really think you could keep it a secret?
Eh?
Maribel.
You really are a horrible person, you know that. You've been doing all this fun stuff and you didn't say a word to me about it. You promised me, remember? So I'm joining you and there's nothing you can do about it. Got that? Yes. Good. I should think so too. What are we hanging about for? Let's get going. I'm having fun already.
Just have to lump it, I suppose. But only tell on us otherwise. Alright, let's get going.
Maribel joins the party. You really planned to keep me in the dark about all this, didn't you? Bah! Fat chance. I'm not that stupid, you know. From now on, I'm not going to let you out of my sight. Oh. I have to go in and explore and inspect every single thing everywhere. This is why it takes me 70 plus hours to beat 30-hour games.
You got those pesky doors open. Well done, you. Now I might just earn my forgiveness from on high.
Huh? Who are you? Are you, in charge of this place?
Oh, no, wouldn't go that far. I'm just the caretaker. I look after the assembly room. You know, this is the first time we've spoken. That was me talking to you earlier through the statue.
This is all a bit much to take in at once.
I've been looking after this place for years now. Decades? No, centuries, in fact. A long, long time. So, in fact, that I've clean forgotten everything about myself. Haven't forgotten my duty, though, to guide the Chosen Ones to a new world.
Did you hear that? Chosen Ones! Looks like passing the trial paid off.
Hey!
Sorry, I had to cough. Well, I'm standing here too, aren't I? I must be as chosen as you, and I didn't do any trial.
Alright, alright.
Ahem. Chosen Ones. I suppose you've already noticed the colourful pedestals we've got in here? Well, each of these is packed full of a mysterious force. A force that will guide you where you need to go. This force is unleashed in a series of special tone tablets, fragments of which you've already collected now. And you just need to find a pedestal that's the same color of the pieces you have in your possession. I'm sure you'll work the rest out for yourselves. Why don't you give it a go? Well, we have yellow fragments, so they really be making us do the freaking puzzle from gold and silver. Oh my god.
What's that? Why is it so bright?
Me when I look at the sun.
Blimey! What just happened? Are you two okay?
Of course I'm not okay. I want an explanation for what just happened, and I want it now.
Well, all I know is that one minute we were in the shrine, and the next, we were here. I don't recognize this place, though. Is it even on the island?
What are you talking about? Of course it's on the island. Where else would it be, you big dummy? What I want to know is why the sky's so dark and gloomy. It's really not helping the mood. Ugh! Whatever this place is, I hate it already! In fact, I've had enough. I'm going home. Thanks for the amazing adventure. Let's never do it again.
Well, I suppose we should get going too. We can't hang around here all day. Come on!
I mean, if we're not on the island, I don't know how she's gonna get home.
Uh-oh. That sounded an awful lot like Maribel. We need to find her, and fast! Come on!
Okay.
What are those things?
Some slimes up here. The Blorbos. They're straight up blorbing it. It's the final boss. Now, this is a short game, but it was fun, you guys. It's weird for them to put the whole game in the demo. Actually, I guess you guys can get a free bonus trivia, game trivia fact. But one of the Xbox Magazine demo discs for, I think, official Xbox Magazine, had a demo of, I think it was Capcom vs. SNK 2. And the thing is, the demo contained the entire game in Japanese. The thing is, even with Japanese versions of a lot of fighting games, the menus are mostly in English. It's usually just story text that's in Japanese.
They didn't stand a chance.
The only difference from the thing on the demo disc and the final version of the game was the demo disc you couldn't do any online play, which is a moot point now for the original Xbox. And also with the demo disc, like, there were a few bugs and stuff that are fixed in the final game. But it's so funny, they just accidentally put the entirety of Capcom vs. SNK 2 on, like, a free demo disc. Party member receives 18 experience. Party member's vocational proficiency is increased by 8. Party acquires 15 gold coins. Monterey's proficiency as a fledgling fisherman has increased. Tifa's proficiency as the heir apparent has increased. Mabel's proficiency as a mini mayoress has increased.
I don't like this one bit. Where exactly are we? And why is it full of monsters?
Monsters? You call those monsters?
Well, if they weren't monsters, what were they? If they look like monsters and smell like monsters, they're monsters. Well, anyway, the one thing I do know is that this is all your fault. Both of you. It's time you took responsibility for your actions. You need to make sure I get home safely.
Monsters, eh? Did you hear that? Real live monsters! We're on a proper adventure at last! Is it just me, or is this kind of exciting?
Yes, it is just you. You're such an idiot. Oh, trust you to be happy about this. Listen, I'm not staying here a moment longer. Take me home! Now!
Shortcut commands are now available to use. These allow you to perform handy actions quickly without needing to navigate any menus. You can press left on the D-pad. Use Heal All, which will efficiently employ MP to heal your party to fill help and get rid of any nasty ailments. Continue on your adventure, and all kinds of useful shortcuts will be yours to wield. This is another small thing, but I love the freaking way that the light reflects on, like, the little puddles here. Or, like, little footsteps and stuff when everybody walks through it. I'm just a sucker for little details like that. Little shrooms. Shroom in it. Another thing, and it's weird that not as many games do this even now. I know it was a thing like Mario Sunshine and stuff, but showing, like, your character when it's obscured by, like, foliage or a piece of a building or something. Such a smart little design.
And what are yourselves doing here?
Sorry. We weren't sneaking up on you or anything. You've got nothing to fear from us. I'm Kiefer, Prince of Estard.
Estard, you say? Are you serious?
Well, anyway, this is my best pal, and this is Maribel. They're with me.
Excuse me, miss, whatever your name is. Why is it so dark and horrible here?
Ah, right. Me name. I'm Maeve.
Hello, Maeve. Can I ask why you're bothering to weed such a scrawny old patch of grass?
Weeding? Sure, I wasn't weeding. I was putting some nice plants on these graves, like.
Plants? You mean those handfuls of grass? Why would anyone put grass on a grave?
In case you've not noticed, there's not a lot in the way of flowers round here. That's why I have to make do with that little lot, like.
Wait! I've got some flowers. Well, some seeds at least.
Seeds, you say?
Yes, I got them from the woods near Estard. I was going to plant them round my house.
I hate to be a bother, but I'd be grateful if you could see your way to letting me have a handful.
Oh, I don't mind at all. In fact, have the lot.
Sure, that's grand altogether. I'll plant these round the grave, so I will. Maybe now the souls of the departed can rest a wee bit easier.
The departed? Gosh.
Now where are yourselves heading to? If you don't mind me asking.
That's a good question.
You want to go home, do you? Well, I wouldn't start from here, so I wouldn't. Your best bet for now is to get out of this forest. You'll find a little village up the way where you can rest up. By way of thanks for them seeds, I'll come along with you. Well, let's be off, shall we? To get to the village, we'll need to head out of the forest and go east. Right.
Head out the forest and head east. You'll soon see the village. You might bump into a monster or two on the way over, but don't fret. I'll keep you safe, so I will. Oh, we got a gorgeous babe following us. Oh my gosh. Monsters on the field. If a monster touches you when you're out exploring, a battle will begin. However, when you get close to one, a small red pointer will appear just above them. Press A and you'll give him a weighty wallop with your weapon, lowering their HP a little before the battle has begun.
Right.
Oops. Looks like Meave just kind of does her own thing, or Maeve. Just kind of does her own thing. I guess you could call that a guest character. Wobergines. These are some certified funky fellas right here.
Right, on we go.
Nightcrawlers. You know, it's a little crazy to think that, like, actual, like, handmade models of these exist. It's like everything in this game has its own, like, physical figure that the 3D models are based off of. Goodbye, eggplant.
Right, on we go.
I'm going from strength to strength.
Knew I had it in me.
Monterey, you're heading the wrong way, Sayar. The village is west of here. I wouldn't go any further this way. The monsters will make mincemeat out of you. Sparkle. Medicinal herb.
Take this!
Whoa!
Easy peasy.
Honestly, fights in Dragon Quest, especially the newer Dragon Quest games, are like... Whoa! A vicious hammerhead. Menacing monsters. Sometimes while out exploring, you'll come across monsters which exude a menacing aura. These monsters are much stronger than their run-of-the-mill equivalents, and upon defeat will drop a monster heart, a valuable reward. These aura-enshrouded monsters will not appear again once defeated. Let's hope I don't get hosed. The Vicious Hammer is absolutely furious. The fire has been lit within Vicious Hammerhead's soul. Musters all its strength. Maribel's feeling worked up. If the character is attacked a lot or undergoes certain trials and tribulations, they'll eventually become worked up, enabling them to let loose on their turn. Doing so activates the perk offered by the character's vocation, which can be hugely advantageous in battle. You'll only stay worked up for a few turns though, so be sure to time your activation wisely. Though uncommon, monsters are capable of letting loose as well. All their attributes will be improved, meaning stronger abilities and spells coming your way. Be sure to take proper precautions. Vocational perks. Every vocation features its own perk. When activated in battle, these perks grant powerful, unique effects. Perks can be activated once a character becomes worked up in battle. By selecting Let Loose on their turn, perks can really turn the tide of combat in your favor. So think carefully before you activate. Shrewd Operator. See through enemies' resistances, making elemental attacks more effective. Allows passion for reading the mini MRS. Now easily exploit enemy weak spots. I mean, understanding the enemy's elemental weaknesses doesn't really do me a whole lot of good if I don't have anything but basic attacks. Royal Flush reduces defense while significantly increasing attack power and critical hit chance. Very lucky that this vicious hammerhead is not the sharpest crayon in the toolbox. Ow.
There we go.
Ocean's Devotion. Each ally will neutralize the next attack that targets them. I get that notion of the Ocean of Devotion. Small craft advisory. Take that, take this.
Take that!
Interestingly, the enemy names will start getting yellow when they're lower on HP and then get progressively more orange and then red when they're almost down. I think some of the other Dragon Quest games do this too. So, as much of a crime as it may sound like for somebody who's like a self-professed RPG nerd, the only Dragon Quest I've really put any significant time into is 8. Which Mom and I played together for like 100-something hours. The Dragon Quest VIII has, like... It's a really weird case, because it was, like... It's the one that started the whole thing of Dragon Quest games being localized with, like, British voice acting and stuff. But also, like, it was, like, really changed... whoa, shit. Rip Kiefer, I guess. But, like, they changed, like, the menu layout and stuff like that, so it looks kind of more of a, like, a traditional, like, modern for the time RPG menu. Because the original Japanese version of Dragon Quest VIII actually did not have orchestrated music or voice acting. Its music basically still sounded like Super NES music, even though it was a PS2 game. Which I honestly prefer. Like, my weird hot take is that I think a lot of Dragon Quest music sounds better pixelated than it does, or pixelated, not pixelated, but like done through like sequencing and stuff like that. Whoa, she's got I think it sounds better in like MIDI and stuff like that and other sequenced music than it does orchestrated. Granted, a weird thing is I'm not a big fan of orchestrated music most of the time. Oh boy, he just like has it out for Kiefer. Mmm, 8-bit pixel music. That was the verbal typo, oh my god. Vicious. 32 XP, proficiency increased by 10. 36 gold.
Knew I had it in me.
Treasure chest. Where's a Hammerhood heart? Monster hearts. During your adventure, you might stumble upon a monster heart or two. They can be found in chests or earned by defeating certain monsters. Monster hearts can be equipped as accessories and provide unique effects either in battle or when out exploring. Try to equip monster hearts to synergize with the character's vocation, abilities, or spells to get the upper hand in battle. Relentless resolution to chase after critical hits no matter what the cost. Oh yeah. We love some crit builds in this house. Gosh, I'm so used to playing Legends ZA because I've been playing it so much. I opened this menu and then I hit freaking R1 like that was gonna save my game. Okay.
Hey!
But no, like, continuing what I was saying, the most obnoxious thing with the localization of Dragon Quest VIII is, despite coming out in 2005, long after having, like, X confirm and circle cancel was pretty much established for most Western games, they did the freaking, like, EA-ass freaking X confirm triangle cancel thing. But triangle's not still the main menu button, so the menu is on freaking circle. We do love crit builds, so I use Junpei and reload. Huh? Wait a second. Where'd Maeve go? I can't see her anywhere.
You're right. She's gone. Maybe she just rushed off home? I'm guessing she lives here, right?
Without even saying goodbye? Some people have no manners. What kind of village has she brought us to anyway? It looks a little run down.
A little? That's the understatement of the century.
Well, who cares? It's not like we're going to be staying here long. Let's see if anyone can tell us the way home, shall we?
Oh.
So, you'll be travelers, will you? Welcome to Ballymoley. It's named after our greatest hero, don't you know? Ah, now. We could do with some heroics, I tell you. This place's glory days are behind it, so they are.
Man, if only there was someone to Dragon Quest build this place back up.
What's that? You're asking me how I'm doing? You have eyes in your head, smashing up my own home? Sure, you're only asking how I'm doing and not asking me why I'm doing it. You're an awful one for questions. Doing it for my lovely wife, am I? Why else would a man be tearing his own four walls down?
This place is so depressing. Let's see if anyone knows the way to Pilchard Bay. The quicker we get out of here, the better.
It's desperate, so it is. I built this house with my own 2 hands, and now I'm tearing it down plank by plank. It's as much as I can do to keep from weeping. Sure, what's the point of doing anything? No good will come of it. We're doomed. Doomed, I tell you.
Seems like a nice place.
Sure, there once was a time when this was just a peaceful town in the back of beyond. Then one day, wouldn't you just know it, them horrible monsters came and stole all our women folk away. The fiends gave us men an awful ultimatum, they did. Said if you wanted to see our wives and daughters alive again, you'd have to tear the village to pieces. I know I shouldn't give in to despair, but I fear our girls are long gone from this world. There's no hope for this place now. If I were you, I'd go back to wherever you came from and pray for us all. Time was. This was a big, beautiful church. You wouldn't credit it now, would ye? In times of trouble, the choice... What choice do we have but to turn to the Almighty?
Okay, but what if I fucking did something about it instead? That is truly the RPG hero creed. No women left in your village? Simple, just become the women. Takes a real man to become a woman.
Sure, the day will come when I have to tear this place apart too. That's what it takes to get my darling wife back, I'll do it, but for the time being, it's business as usual.
Not right now. Everyone's kind of close to full, so I'm not gonna worry about it at the moment. Plain clothes, nothing.
Where's that yourselves from? Easter, d'you say? Never heard tell of it myself. Or have I? Maybe you're ringing some kind of bell, it's hard to be sure. This may look like me house, but it's not me house at all at all. It's actually your man Hanlon's place. He decided to swap so the monsters wouldn't find him, like. Sure. Will you listen to the way I'm carrying on? I shouldn't be sharing this type of thing with complete strangers now. Pretend you never heard a word. Now I'll stop blathering and get back to me job. Ahem.
Ooh, we can buy new weapons and stuff. Copper sword, bronze knife, bamboo spear, oaken club, where all the cool oakens hang out, pointy hat, leather armoire, leather shield. Then grab myself a pointy hat and a leather shield, and then I figure we'll do some grinding later and save up and get that nice shiny sword. And sell a leather hat. All the money. Ooh, a single file. One of my favorite kinds of lines.
What's the story like? Where do you think you're going? You wouldn't be planning on heading up to the top of the village, would you? Well, you're wasting your time. There's nothing to see up there on my life.
You know, Monterey, I don't be aware of that man said. It's something at the top of this village he doesn't want us to find. I just know it. Sounds true. He's there.
Sure, you're humans. Well, that's a relief, so it is. Sorry I wasn't more welcoming, but you took me by surprise. I thought them monsters had finally found us. I'm Patrick, and you'll be travelers, will you? Well, tell me this and tell me no more. Did you meet a woman called Maeve at all?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, sure, that's grand. Maeve protected our village from them monsters, you see, but no one's seen her this last while. My dad's injured, and now Maeve's gone. Sure, things couldn't be any worse. You alright, Dad? Are your wounds giving you grief? Sorry about that. I had to check on him. My dad's this village's bravest warrior. He went off to fight the monsters and bring back our women, but he came home in this shape. According to your man, the doctor, we'll be needing a yoke called a green gem to make him right again. But the mine where you get him is full of monsters now. It's southeast of here, so it is. I was hoping I'd see Maeve so I could ask her to go and grab us one. Can I ask you a favor, like? If you run into her on your travels, will you tell her we need her help? I'd love to go off and search for her myself, but I have to look after me dad, you know?
You know what? I'm thinking we should help this kid find the green gem he's after. What do you say?
Yeah.
Nice one. I knew you'd be up for it.
I want to leave you two to get on with it, but it's not like I've got anything else to do out here in the middle of nowhere. So I suppose I'd better tag along. I mean, who knows? We might find a clue to help get us back home. Did I hear you right? Are you thinking of helping us out, like?
Yep, that's right. Just point us in the right direction. You said those green gems were in a mine southeast of here. Oh, and if we run into Maeve again, we'll tell her about you and your dad. I'm sure she'd be happy to help you out as well.
Thanks a million!
Either I wanted to fix that because I feel like the voices are a little too quiet in comparison to the music. My dad's excuse me. My dad's in terrible state altogether. Only I could get a hold of some of them green gem yolks. So be careful if you're heading to that mine. It's crawling with monsters, so it is. Me too, buddy. Me too. Oh boy, horse manure. Let's go ahead and save again. Alrighty. Yeah, an interesting thing of the Dragon Quest games is a lot of them just have like the option to just quit out of the game every time you save. It's interesting because, like, a lot of older games would only really, a lot of older games would only really, like, assume you were saving because you were going to stop playing. Also, I apologize that there's a black screen right now. But the thing is, like, it literally won't let me use my computer mouse to do anything when that game specifically is running. But yeah, aside from horrible technical issues, which thankfully none of you saw because nobody was here when it was happening. But yeah, aside from some awful technical issues, like, I had a lot of fun playing Dragon Quest VII. I feel like I wasn't as talkative, excuse me, as I usually am, but I feel like there's, like, so much going on in the game that I kind of really didn't have time to just, like, yap. Sure did a lot of voice acting, though. Shenpai sub expired. No! You can sub to me if you want. Even though I don't have any emotes yet, but I'm getting there. Nah, I'm kidding. Instead, use the money to, financially good yourself. All the subs I got are gift subs from lurking in chats. I ain't got money for anything, really. Understandable. Love how financially fucked everything is right now. I still wanted to yap a little bit, but I didn't really feel like playing much more Dragon Quest, so... You can just run for some berries real quick. Look, I even remembered to update my my stream information. Look at that, you guys. Oh, this Dragon Quest game looks really old. I mean, to be fair, the series has been around since 1987, so... Like I said, I'll probably have to talk to Soda about how to make the AverMedia thing work with my mic simultaneously. Because the whole time I tried to capture anything from, like, my PS5 or whatever, it would not accept any of the, like, audio input from my mic. I even tried hooking the mic up to my PS5, and it still wouldn't output any of the mic on stream. 1987 is like 14 years ago. What do you mean? I mean, if that were true, Pokemon Crystal would actually be pretty new. And so would you. Actually, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure most of the people in this chat would be babies. This is Jagdos. Hey, I did remember to update the stream information, okay? I don't like lying. I like lying down in my bed and going to sleep and being a sleepy little mousey. Like, low-key though, if any of you guys have like a super duper secret to actually getting a really good comfortable night's sleep, please tell me. Hammer. I feel like that'd just be really lumpy and hard to lay on. Two-head. Like a shark? Oh, that's why so many trans girls have the blow high. It's all coming together. No, I actually really wanted to stream yesterday, but I was like so wiped out and exhausted. I took enough chamomile tea to knock out a horse, and yet you still seem to never be untired. It only works sometimes. I don't know, like, I'm glad I streamed today, but I feel like my brain is a complete blank. I'm usually yapping non-stop. I feel like I haven't really had much of anything. A lot of my tiredness recently has been due to health issues other than sleep issues. Brain is soup. Last time I got restful sleep was probably when this game was new. I don't have any pointers. My scrambled eggs. Egg drop soup! Dream drop soup. When you walk away. You don't smell the soup. Shit. Come on. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised the Dragon Quest demo was like, we played it for like 3 hours and it still seems to be going. Granted, like, I know the, I think the Dragon Quest XI demo is severely, like, is bleh. I'm even getting dyslexia trying to read the text from my own brain. The Dragon Quest XI demo is pretty famously, like, 7 or 8 hours. Which is crazy to think about, because, you know, most people don't play entire games they spend $60 on for 7 or 8 hours. They play the intro and then they go complain about it online or something. Don't get me wrong, I love soup. Does that mean I have to meet the chef? I'm gonna have the entire opening theme about soup. When you are hungry, you'll understand. Honestly, guys, I apologize. I am so sorry. It seems to be taking me 100,000 forevers. I don't think soup is quite that simple. It's taken me 100 billion hours to finish any games. Because believe it or not, I haven't forgotten about any of the games I started. Dark Cloud, Jak and Daxter, Parasite Eve. I said with the Dragon Quest VII demo, I was expecting it to be a bit shorter, and I was kind of wanting to do the whole things in one stream, but I guess not. The song's called Soup and Salad now. Long-ass demo. Just she got nothing to apologize for. I know, but honestly, like, being a little candid here, I feel like my whole thing for Spooky Month was kind of a mistake. Not in playing spooky-themed games in October, the RPG demo being like 10 hours long, but more that I tried to just like play a bunch of games at once, when like I really should have just done like 1 or 2 games. Like, I probably should have just done, like, Parasite Eve and Resident Evil and played through those. Granted, I spent so much of October and stuff feeling just awful that I didn't get to stream as often as I wanted to. I mean, it's interesting because if you go by percentage of game time offered in the demo, an RPG's demo being like 10 hours long or something kind of makes sense. It's like proportionally about the same as an average demo having about an hour of gameplay. Speaking of demos, does anybody remember, when, like, back with the 3DS and Wii U, like, most demos had, like, a limited amount of times you could play them? That was, like, so shitty. It just made me never want to play them after I downloaded them. I mean, it can be a learning experience. I think if you're feeling more up to it, it would have worked out a little better. Yeah, I guess that's part of it. I mean, I kind of forget that, you know, I feel like streaming's kind of always been a thing, but I've really only been doing this since June. So it's really only, like, just now been 6 months. So in October, I'd really only been doing this for a couple months. That's another reason why I think it was a mistake, was just because, like, it was your first spooky month too, yeah. Well, it's another reason I think it was a mistake, because I just didn't have the, like, experience to kind of plan everything out and make it work. Because in reality, what I really should have done is, like, started a spooky game, like Resident Evil or something, and then when I finish that, start another spooky game. That we went like a whole month without any updates to like Jack or Final Fantasy V or Dark Cloud or anything like that, and I feel like I kind of lost the sauce a little bit. It's a fun idea. Life had an obstacle course built in for you already. Ugh. Don't I know it? Though I am hopeful I can get this whole thing worked out with the capture card and get that working properly soon. Hope it doesn't discourage you from trying again either this or another year. I'd like to do it again, but like I said, I want to... If I do like another spooky month or another themed thing like that, instead of trying to rapid fire a bunch of different games, I'll probably decide on one game to focus on to be my spooky month game. Because honestly, I feel bad it's taken me months to finish stuff like Final Fantasy V and stuff, because like, the older Final Fantasies aren't that long of games. They're really like 20, 30 hours or so. Because I want to stream 4 days a week, but I feel like so many times I end up only doing like 2 or 3. That and like freaking my voice, well not just my voice, but like my freaking ZA also came out in the middle of October, and that threw even more wrenches. Yeah, because like, dude, I and pretty much everyone got so sucked into ZA. I'm still being sucked into ZA. I'm still playing it. I also have Job. Yeah, that too. I mean, that's another thing, is like, I do realize that my two friends who stream, you know, Hexchew and Kubi, you know, both of them have working at art at home as their full-time job. And, you know, streaming is kind of a part of that. But just, you know, like having a normal-ass job just drains you. Yeah, it really does. It sucks because, like, I am so terrified of falling into this loop of going to my regular job and just all my time off just being recovering from having to be there and never having any time to do what I want. Because I've seen so many other people fall into that trap. Even without all the negligent management, it's masking like 4 ways minimum, yeah. Honestly, why I left my last couple jobs. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna be staying at this one very much longer. Like, the minute something else wants to hire me, then I'm gone. Part of me does wish I could work at a place where I could just, you know, if I suddenly show up with like a skirt or something one day, it wouldn't be a problem. That's definitely not where I'm working now. Your next job will be easier on you, I hope so too. Like I said, a part of me wants to be able to just stream and draw full time. But, you know, both Hex and Kubi and most other people who do it, they do have like a partner or a roommate or something like that. So when the income's all fucky, you know, like let's say you just have in a month where you just aren't getting as many commissions or whatever, not getting as many Twitch subs, you know, you have a partner to cover all that, but I'm my only source of income right now. Because after my mom retired, she actually wanted me to quit my regular job I was working back then And she wanted to use her retirement money to pay all the bills and groceries and just have me draw and stream full time. And that way, you know, if there was anything wrong with her health, I'd be at home to take care of her. Plus, I'd be doing what I want to do for my job, and I could start building by making my career my full-time focus. Custom framing job would have been manageable. They kept piling on more and more hours, and my photography job outright had long hours off the bat. That's the other thing, is like, it's not even good if you're moderately competent at a job, then they will make you do everything. Because the thing is, like, at my job, I do the bare minimum, and everybody treats me like I'm some kind of, like, legendary tier, and I'm like, I'm doing literally almost nothing, you guys. I never say that, of course, but, you know, like, oh, you're such a good worker, you're doing such a great job, and I'm like, I'm literally just following the basic rule book and doing the bare minimum. Doing the bare minimum as a neurodivergent person is a death sentence in the workplace. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that more and more. Because the thing is, when anything goes wrong, nobody says this, but I can tell that their solution is apply Micaiah directly to the problem area. And the problem with that is that means I'm always being thrown into the most problematic situations, or whenever something's breaking or messing up. You know, so it just means I'm constantly getting extra stress. I'm literally being punished for being, quotation marks, good at a job. See, that's because you actually do the bare minimum. Yeah. Yeah. At my photography job, when the veterans were training me, they thought my photos were good enough to where I didn't need any additional help, which didn't help with my anxiety. Maybe use the hammer method. Or the Molotov method, but to each their own. See, that's the thing, we all have different styles of problem solving. Molotov mallet, maybe. Anyway, I do believe I am... sounds like it'd be fun. I do believe I'm gonna go ahead and wrap everything up here, get myself a little bit of a snacky snack before bed, try to wind down a little bit, enjoy some YouTube videos. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me, relaxing with some Dragon Quest and everything. I hope you guys had fun. All my goofy voice acting and everything. We'll do sleep. I hope I can actually get some sleep. I said I felt so out of it yesterday and today. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye!